Hello everyone! I am so excited for the journey we're about to go on in this video to test my crochet skills. Anyways, I have a Sabrina Carpenter concert coming up in about a month, and I decided I wanted to crochet a top to wear to the concert to kind of represent her album. And I got this idea from a girl on TikTok. If I can find her TikTok that she made, I'll show it here. I'm not gonna make exactly what she made. She made actually Sabrina's album cover top, which adorable. I just don't like strapless things, so I'm making my own little rendition that I could see myself wearing outside of the concert as well. And I have this whole vision in my head that I thought about going to sleep last night, and I've just been so excited for it to become today so I can actually start executing this vision. But before I actually dive into the crocheting part, I'm gonna sketch up exactly what I want. I want you guys to see the vision so that we can know at the end if I did it or not. So I have my iPad here today. We're gonna use Procreate, and okay, exposing myself right here. I already filmed this whole intro and the whole entire part of me drawing it before I realized I never turned my microphone on. So the next clip, you're just gonna kind of have to hear a voiceover of me describing what I'm going through, but you'll get the vision. I'm sorry it's a little weird, but let's get into the sketch. I'm starting out with drawing a square neckline because I want that little sweetheart moment. Then I want it to be a short sleeve, but I want it to have a little ruffle on the sleeve just for a little cutesy effect. Then I'm just completing the shape of the shirt. It's going to be a little bit cropped. And of course this would not be an emails I can't send shirt without the heart envelope, so of course that is going to be the centerpiece of this top. Now bear with me, my sketch does not do it justice, but everything around the envelope is going to be mesh crochet and it's going to look so cute, trust me. Now moving on to the back, I'm going to be making two separate panels and you'll see why in a second, but it's going to have like the same black mesh ruffle sleeve to it. And this is why I left it to be two panels, because I want to do this beautiful red stitching cross statement on the back, and that's like what I'm most excited for. Alright, now we have the sketch, and now we also have the yarn I'm going to start with. This is, I love this yarn, Super Soft Super Savings. Got this at Hobby Lobby. This is like the same yarn brand I use for my sweater that I literally finished today, and it's pretty soft and it's only $5 a skein, which is really good, so I like it. I don't know like if it's high quality, but it's softer than like Big Twist or whatever. So what I'm going to do is measure. Like I mainly want it to be fitted, but like a little loose just because I don't want it to be too tight on accident by measuring my waist and then not fit up here. We're gonna just kind of measure, leave a few centimeters. We'll go with 44 centimeters as a base for how long we want the first panel to be. I'm gonna be doing like mesh. Every 4 stitches is gonna be like a square, so we're gonna go in 4s when we start the beginning chain. I think that's how that works. If not, this is gonna be a journey. I got a 4.5mm crochet hook. I really like this one for the size yarn, makes it a little bit tighter. So we're gonna begin chaining. I forgot how much I hate black yarn. It's so hard to see the stitches. Why did I do this to myself? I have it to the length I want, so I'm gonna put a stitch marker in the like last chain, the one that's not on my hook, and then I'm gonna chain 13. And with that 13 chain, I'm gonna double crochet where I left the stitch marker. So then we have the first part of the mesh, and honestly I'm just gonna then chain 4, skip every 4 stitches, go down the line until I get to the end.
12 seconds later.
Alright, so I have the first row of my first panel, and I ended up with 21 mesh squares. And now I'm basically just gonna measure. So I wanted to go from my belly button to about here-ish before I begin the graphic. So that's gonna leave me at 16 centimeters that I need to grow until I begin the envelope. So I'm gonna grind that. I'll do a little time-lapse for you on my phone. Just finished the bottom part, and now we're gonna be starting the envelope. So I'm gonna find the middle, and I'm just gonna kind of like look at it and see where I need to put stitch markers and where it's gonna start and end. So this is gonna be the length of the envelope, and I'm just gonna do, I think it's 6 black squares before we switch to white. Okay, so I have one more black one that I have to do, but I'm gonna get my white yarn ready to loop in. So we're gonna do the chain 4, begin the double crochet, but I'm gonna finish it off with the white to integrate. And now I'm just gonna do strictly double crochets until I get to this stitch marker. Alrighty, look at this. Looking great. Now I just need to merge back to the black, and because I don't want to sew in ends, I just carried the black through all the way. I'm hoping, because that was just the first layer, so there's black here, I'm hoping with each layer like you can't see the black through it. If you can, better than sewing in ends. But now I'm bringing the black back in, and I can just drop the white for now because I'll pick it back up when I get back. And now I can chain 4 again. Look at that. It is the next day, and this is how much I got done yesterday, but I'm devastated to say I have to frog all of it because I totally like wasn't thinking that obviously the back is going to be adjustable, so I don't know why I made this kind of bigger just to make sure it fits me, because now it's like way too big, so I have to make it smaller. And so I am very upset to have to frog all this, but since it'll be smaller after I rebuild back up to here, should be easier-ish. Well, let's begin the frogging process. This is gonna be sad. You live and you learn. We undid all of it, and now I have a pile of yarn barf, and let's begin again. Begin chaining in 4ths again. Okay, I rebuilt up into the point when I'm gonna start the envelope, and this took me like an hour, which I feel like for all that in an hour, my speed is getting better. So honestly, when I was making, like before I frogged it and I was like carrying the black string along, it was noticeable. So unfortunately, because I freaking hate sewing in ends, I think I'm gonna do it anyways just for it to look way more perfect, because also with this like stringing along with the white, I felt like it like warped it a little bit. So yeah, I'm not excited for sewing in all the ends, but we gotta do what we gotta do to make this the most perfect wearable piece, you know? I don't want to go cheap. So I have, I think, 17 squares across instead of 21 since I shortened it. I lied, there's 18. So now I need to find the new middle. So I'm gonna have the envelope go across 8 squares. This is where they begin. Ta-da! And let's begin. It'll look great. I have confidence. Okay, first row of white, and I can already tell it's gonna look so much better now that I'm dropping the black. I'm just gonna grind this off camera, and hopefully there's gonna be no more frogging. Hello, I kind of forgot I was making this into a video, but I've done this much. That's what the envelope size is gonna be, and now I'm kind of just trying to figure out how to make like the fold of the envelope and make it triangle in. I've never crocheted a triangle. First method that I tried did not work. I tried doing decreases of 4 on both sides of the rows as I go, and it was like curling in on itself. So now I'm trying decreases on like one side, and then when I go back, like it like alternates the sides per row, and hoping that does something, because that's what Google told me, but it wasn't really clear. Oh my god, look at my cat. She's a freaking angel. Anyways, so that's kind of what I'm working on right now. I'm a little nervous that I'm not gonna be able to figure this out, but we're gonna try. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna have to frog the triangle part again. It's not bad, it's not completely like flat. I don't know if you see that. Like it's just like curving in a little bit. So sadly we're gonna have to frog up until here and go again. This is what we're working with. It does like distort it the slightest bit, but I think this is the best we're gonna get, and I'm gonna try to sew it down so that it's more straight. But I'm starting to put this at the top again, but I did like miscount a stitch here, so I need to figure out how to get this evened out. So yeah, it's a new day. My hair looks disgusting, okay? I'm about to have a hair appointment, so I have to wait to wash it, so ignore that. But I did more progress on this, so like it's definitely not perfectly flat, if you can see. Like the envelope is a little wonky, but we're gonna cover it up a little bit with that heart, so I think it'll look fine. I gotta like get the like sleeve part started, and I'm a little like confused because how to do it. I want to do like a very square neckline. I'm just worried I'm gonna mess it up. Honestly, it should be simple. If it's just a square, what do I have to worry about? I don't know. But yeah, this is what we got. I don't know if you can tell what's going on here. I got all these ends to sew in, same amount on this side. Not excited, but I'm gonna do that right now. Then the rest will be smooth sailing on ends. There should not be too many. So, yay. Okay, I'm tapping out for the night again. This is what we got. We're giving up, but I did sew in all the ends on the back. So there's that. That was the scariest part of this whole project, and that's over with. I'm also gonna need to make this heart soon just to make sure it looks okay. I mean, even if it doesn't, whatever. This is what we're going with. We made it this far, but I have hope. I don't think it's gonna look like perfect, but I think it's gonna work. Yeah. I decided today's clips, we're gonna have some fun and film on this really cheap camera. It might be annoying. I hope it's not. The quality's pretty bad. Why does it keep changing colors? Okay, but I just rewatched that clip and it looked terrible, so I will stop with this. But let's get into crochet. Cheers.
Can grow.
Gotta make sure it's like where I want it to be. That's perfect. Cause okay, I'm wearing a black top, but this is where it starts. Perfect. Oh my god. If you were curious on the sizing, like up until here, that is 26 rows that I did. And then I did 9 rows until I started this. And then from here up is 8 rows. And then each of these across is 18 squares. So I think that would be like chain, whatever that number is. I can't do math right now. I'm so sorry for your loss. I feel so much like a feather with you off my mind. Front panel is done. I just got to do the heart, and I like forgot I had to do that, so I'm actually going to do that now just because I want to see the full vision before I begin the back. Yay! I have this Dream Chenille yarn, which I literally got from the Dollar Tree, and I think I want to use this for the heart instead of just normal yarn. We'll see how it turns out. It might look stupid, but I thought it'd be fun to have a fuzzy heart instead, so I'm filming on my phone, and I gotta use my phone to look up how to crochet a heart, so can't really show you the process, but I'll show you when it's done. Are you ready? It's so cute. Little fuzzy hearts. Oh my god. This yarn though, very hard to work with. Don't really recommend. But it looks cute, and luckily it is tiny, so I figured it out. Now it is on to the back panels, and I'm gonna do 8 across to start because I want it to shrink up a little bit once it gets to the top of the sleeve. So I'm gonna chain 32 and then add an additional 13. Yeah, I don't know. I'll figure it out. Yeah. Your girl's given up for the day. It's just like not exactly what I want it to be, so I need to think. And also I'm a little bit worried because I just realized it is April 28th. My concert's on the 7th. I don't have that much time left. Like, frick. Okay. I'm just gonna safely assume that this video is kind of a mess. It's all over the place, but that's like what this project is, so we're just staying true to the project. Essentially, this is what I have so far on a back panel. I am not sure if this is like gonna work and do what I wanted to, but basically like I have the meshy going, whatever, and at the end I'm doing like 2 double crochets so that like there's like a little hole that I can stick the strings through once like it's done and I want to tie strings. It's kind of like very uneven on this end, which I'm not entirely sure how that happened, but this will be the part that's like sewn to the front, so I don't think it'll be that deep. So this is what we're doing. I have like 6 days until the concert, so I'm just gonna have to roll with this and hope for the best. Today is Sunday, April 30th, and my concert's on May 7th, Sunday. We're gonna try to get this whole panel done tonight and start the next symmetrical panel of this. I don't really feel like doing a little time-lapsey thing on my phone tonight because I'm gonna be all over the place eating, snacking, whatever, but this is the goal. I'll follow up. Okay, progress not too bad. This took about an hour. It lines up with this one, so that's all I needed to feel good about this. So I'm gonna get started on the second panel. I'm rewatching the new Scream movie, and there's an hour left, and if this took me an hour when I only had 4 rows prepared, I feel like I could finish it tonight, but these hands can only do so much, so we'll see. I'm back. It's been like a half hour. That's what I've done. My arm hurts so bad. I gotta listen to myself, listen to my body, make sure I'm not causing too much pain. We don't want any carpal tunnel syndrome. This is where I'm stopping at today with the second panel. see you tomorrow night. It is now Monday. We got like 5 days-ish left to finish this, but my goal is to finish it on Thursday. We're gonna finish up that other back piece panel and try to get started on one of the sleeves. Wow, we are making headway. That's all I really feel like I need to share with you guys. So I'll update you at the end of crocheting tonight. Hey, I'm reporting back, laying down, because why not? I finished both back panels, getting started on the sleeve. I'm not sure like if it's gonna turn out or not. I also don't want it to be too long, so this is what I got. I did chain 64 because I wanted to make like 16 around, and I connected it and just did 16 around twice, and then I decreased, so now then it's 14 around. And now I'm gonna try to do like a ruffle type of thing, which I like don't know how that's gonna happen, but we're gonna try. All right, it is Tuesday, and yesterday I left off with the first sleeve, which I don't think I showed you the ruffle part that I started. I'm just gonna do one more row. I don't think it's gonna be like a dramatic ruffle, kind of like just it being like that. So I literally just have to do this one more time, and then I can literally sew everything together and it's done. Well, I also have to make like the whole entire string for the tie contraption, but yeah, I literally might finish tonight. I'm not the best at sewing it together, like that takes a bit, but it might be done tonight. And I'm so excited. So I'm gonna start grinding on this. I'm gonna do a little time lapse for you because I haven't done that in a few days, so you can kind of see where I'm at. Oh my god, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. Before we begin though, we have to start by cracking open a nice cold can of Diet Dr. Pepper. This one though, it accidentally froze and I unfroze it, so the top is weird. So let's see how this opens up. I'm a little nervous. Oh no. Oh! Did that puncture? I see a line, but I don't know if it like actually punctured. It's open. Tastes fine. It feels a little weird drinking out of it like that, but let's begin. Alrighty, both sleeves are done. I'm pretty sure they're symmetrical. I hope. It's time to sew this up. So I will report back when it's stitched together. Here it is. It's pretty much what I drafted up. Like I got the little ruffles. I think one more touch I could add is like ruffles down here, but I don't want to mess it up because like it's fine right now. I bought myself balcony seats for the concert because I'm just not a pit girly. I don't like that. No, I'm too short for that. So I got balcony seats, so there's no chance she's gonna see this, but I'm gonna post a TikTok the day of and maybe she'll see that. We'll see. Thank you so much for tuning in to this journey of me creating this. I'm glad that this like turned out good for you guys because that means I could make a pattern if I want. The only part that I'm not confident about making a pattern is genuinely I don't know how to do this like and make it flat, but because it's like on your body anyways, it doesn't need to be perfect. So I mean, if you want a pattern, I can attempt that, no promises, but like if there's enough demand, I'll give it a shot. Okay, well thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.